Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on the 300 here. So, we got this thing back together the other day. We had a bit of an electrical issue with the car, but ended up being the battery was just super dead. And no matter how much we charged it, it wasn't having it. So, I had another battery, actually the one off the white truck. It was already off the truck, sitting on the charger. So, I put it in here. And I figured it'll be good to actually run a little bit because that truck doesn't really ever go anywhere. And I ordered a battery for this, so it'll be in a few days or so. But wanted to take this thing on a drive today, and my radio just gave it up. So went ahead, pulled the radio out. So I ordered a new radio. It will be here tomorrow, as well as an amp wiring kit, an amp, and a few other things. But to get the radio out of this car, you have to pop this piece off. This is just held in with clips. Be careful, but it will just pop out. You have two plugs here. So these are just squeeze plugs, and they come right out. Then you have two up here for your buttons here and your clock. Same thing, squeeze tabs, they come right out pretty easy. So that'll let you get this piece out of the way. Then the radio has 4 screws. You'll have one here, here, and here, or something like that. You'll see them on the radio. And then it's kind of difficult to get out, but it does come out. And then you have 2 plug-ins here with the same kind of squeeze tabs. This guy here, which has a squeeze tab on the bottom, you can see there, and then your antenna wire. Your antenna wire is going to be difficult to come out, but it will come out. So that is that. But since my new radio is not here, and I'm about to go wash this thing in 20-degree weather, I'm going to put this back on, and I will catch y'all tomorrow or the next day, depending on what time the radio gets here, and we'll start installing the thing. All right, y'all. So we have here our radio, our amp. We got a backup camera somewhere around here, but we have our radio here. So let's take a look at what we got. So, nice thick user manual there, which we're probably not going to read. So let me get this out of here so I don't drop it or anything, and we'll get it unwrapped and show you what we got. All right, so here we have the new radio. It comes with the whole bezel and everything. So on the back, if you want to paint this or whatever, take these 4 screws out, and it should come out. So at some point, I actually may wrap this piece, but not right now. So anyway, we need to go out here. We need to remove the old radio out of the car, which I've already done. And we need to bring in our old bezel, swap the clock, the buttons, the vents, and the climate control, as well as the original clips. So we're gonna do that, but you have all of your wiring, 2 of these USBs, antenna adapter, some screws, a microphone, your GPS antenna. They give you a trim tool and a little screwdriver, and then some more wiring, and then your backup camera, pigtail, if you will. So have all that. So I'm going to kind of put most of this together in here, more than likely. And we are going to have to take this back out probably tomorrow, because my sub-wiring hasn't gotten here yet. And we'll be installing the amp and all that tomorrow, probably. So this will probably have to come back out so we can wire in the amp. But and we'll probably go ahead and do the backup camera there, since we'll be working in the back of the car. So anyway, we're gonna get the radio in today. So let me go out here. I gotta pull my bezel back off, and we'll go ahead and get everything swapped onto here and start getting all of our wiring all situated. All right, so we have the original radio out. I think we already talked about that, but we have the new one here. We got everything swapped over. So these little screws are 4mm. So we got all those swapped out, and then the air vents, they just clip in. So you squeeze those out and they come out. And pretty much if you get one side out, you can kind of wiggle it out of there. The clock has 2 of those little 4 mils down there, 1 down in there, and then the buttons have the same thing. Now, we had a little bit of issue with the clock. We'll talk about that here in just a moment, but we got everything plugged in. So you can see we have our mic. I think it was the mic. Yes. So have that, and then we'll have to run that. That's down there on the floor. We have our GPS antenna. You will stick this somewhere up here in your dash. I think I'm gonna stick mine like right around in up here. So from what I've been told, you don't want them to have metal like on top of them. So you want them pretty close to, you know, the actual dash. So if you feel back in here, kind of above this, you can feel the plastic frame of the dash, and there's actually a nice flat spot like right here, kind of, you know, dead in the middle there. I think that's where I'm going to stick this. It's just has 3M on it, so you have plenty of cable for that. So we got that in there. We got everything, you know, plugged up and hooked up, and you know, all that kind of thing. So if you're doing a amp, that'll be this blue wire right here. Blue is kind of the universal for that kind of thing. So there we have everything. So I'm going to go ahead, start getting this in here and all plugged in and everything. I'm not going to do the backup camera today. That'll be another video, because we're going to have to pull the stuff out back here for the sub. So we'll do that. I don't want to take all these panels off to redo it again. So like I said, we're gonna do that tomorrow if my amp wiring comes in time. So that's what this is. I went ahead and plugged it in for these two, for the backup camera, because those are kind of a pain to plug in. These are very, very tight to plug in, but if you want to screenshot that there, well, there you go. But anyway, I'm going to get started getting all this in here, getting all my wiring tied up nice and all that. That way nothing's beating and banging around in there and whatever else. So that's just kind of that. But these are for the radio. This is also from the original radio. These two are for your climate. This is for the clock and the buttons. And then here is the factory antenna. So they do give you a little extension. It's kind of like an adapter piece. So that'll plug in there. But anyway, let's get this guy in here and see how it looks. Alright, y'all, so I got my 2 USBs kind of ran into the glove box, and the microphone, which is, you can see down there on the floor. But we got everything in. I've been kind of playing with this thing. But it's there you go. You can kind of see there. So pretty nice. Well, if we can click through here. It's got all kinds of, you know, different stuff. It's got YouTube, apparently. So, I'm going to play around with this a little more, see if I can set this time. It's also got this thing here, which I don't know is actually going to work, but we need to set this and set the time and, you know, all that kind of thing. So I'm going to play around with this some more, but here in a second I'll get it kind of pushed into the dash and whatnot. That way it's a little more permanent. But I was playing some music in here, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. This is actually, the speakers are actually louder than the factory speakers, which is kind of impressive. It should really hit with the 15 I got sitting in here in the back seat. But like I said, I'm gonna play around with this a little bit more, and well, we'll go from there. All right, guys, so it is a few days later, and well, the head unit is installed. So I figured I would wait to finish this video until we got the backup camera installed, the sub installed, and all of that stuff. So the amp's in and, you know, everything like that. But let's start this thing up, and let me refocus the camera and turn the brightness down a little bit for y'all so y'all can see what's going on. So as far as the interface goes, I mean, it's pretty nice. Now we're going to connect to CarPlay. Also, I'm going to interrupt here and say one thing. With this head unit and hooking up the amp, you know, you have 2 RCAs come off your amp. You do have to buy a splitter. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not, but you do have to buy a splitter. 1 male, 2 female adapter. So you plug the 2 RCAs into it, and then it splits into the 1 male, which will plug into the back of the head unit at sub CONT, I think it was. So that is that. Also, with the blue trigger wire for your amp, it does not go to the solid blue wire. There's another wire, I think it was sub out or something like that, on the back of the head unit. I don't remember for sure, but it's a couple days later, and I'm finishing this video up, and I thought I would go ahead and mention that. But anyway, let's get back to the video. So it does that when you turn it on. It automatically connects to CarPlay, which is nice. But I mean, it's pretty good. I'm not going to go any further over because I don't want y'all seeing my address. But we got messages, we got Spotify, all that kind of thing. So you have that. Then if you go over here, hit the home button, then you have all of this. Apparently you can watch YouTube. You can watch my videos. I guess if you're sitting in the parking lot or something, you get bored. What I'm probably going to do if I want to watch videos is connect this to my hotspot on my phone. You have navigation, which, let's go in here. This is like offline maps. So the other day this wasn't working right, and well, now it is. And there we go. Again, the whole address thing. But like I said, I mean, you have your Spotify, you have your car info. This is where you can change all of your, you know, speaker settings and turn your amp on and off and all that kind of thing. Then DSP, you can control even more stuff. Also, if you have a sub, you have to go into, there's DSP, which this is where you have to turn it on and off. If you don't have both turned on for your sub, it will not work. So if you go into car info, turn your sub on and off, your amp, it will not work if just that's turned on. I fought with this for probably 3 hours the other night until I found that, and then it made sense. Now, one thing I will say with this head unit here, I don't know if this actually works. Actually, we're about to figure it out. No, it does not work. So, this, oh, well, maybe it's a little slow. So if you want to know kilometers while you're driving, I I guess that does work. So, kind of interesting. I couldn't figure out how to change this. So if you have an Android head unit, and you know how to change that, let me know, because that would be kind of cool to have. But anyway, get this thing backed up in here without hitting nothing. So the backup camera, it's okay. It's not the best. It's just a cheap backup camera. But as you can see, it's kind of pointed at the ground. One very annoying thing with this radio, if you're listening to music and you know, whatnot, you put it in reverse, music goes away. And I have not been able to turn that off. I have clicked through the settings and everything else, and like I said, I have not been able to figure out how to turn that off. So I'm gonna do some more playing with it, and if I can figure it out, I'll put a comment down below and I'll pin it. But anyway, guys, there it is. Fitment is pretty good. My only complaint with the fitment, so I mean, it's nice over here. It does stick up a little bit here. You can kind of see the inners of there, but I mean, other than that, the fitment's not bad. Like I said, I think I mentioned previously, I did have to drill out for my clock for the little button. So open that hole up just a little bit. So, I mean, it still looks nice, but I did have to open that up just a little bit. Let me move this, I'm about to run something over back there. So that's just kind of that. But all in all, for I think I paid $120, $130 for this thing. It's not bad. So let me get this thing backed up in here, and right there. Oh, here we have it. There is that. And like I said, in the next coming videos, we'll go over the sub install and all that kind of thing. So I did get the 15 in here. It's only on 750 watts. I need to order a different amp because this one, with one channel hooked up, you only have half the output. So that's kind of that. And then when you shut the car off, it powers off. Well, when you shut the key all the way off, it powers off immediately. And when you start the car, it comes on pretty quick. So that's kind of that. But anyway, guys, that is going to be a wrap for this one. So also, if you notice, I'm wearing the same clothes in like 5 different videos. I have filmed 8 videos in the last 3 days. So if it looks like I'm wearing the same clothes in a lot of the different videos, no, I do change clothes. I'm just filming a bunch while it's nice weather today, or the last couple days. So what was that? Anyway, with that being said, guys, that's going to be a wrap for this one. So if y'all enjoyed today's video or find it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everybody has a great day.